We're clicking. All right. We are live. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Excellent. So we are in episode 4 of Pirates of Drinax. We are on the space station rescuing a poor little Varger captain who got mutinied. And, well, not rescuing him, but just finding out that he was here. but yeah, we were about to pull him out of his room that he had holed up in a section of the place that had atmosphere, and something come charging down the ceiling, I believe, down the hall that you all are in. You could hear it crunching, making loud thumping sounds through the ceiling, and that's where we left off. And so we will start right into some combat as this gigantic thing, about the size of a large, I want to say a small pony, comes tumbling out of the ceiling. It's the size of a small pony, exactly. But comes tumbling out of the ceiling here and comes to attack you. Very ugly sort of fella. Here we go. I'll get you.
Doesn't look like a small pony.
No.
Bojangles from
Pretty ugly kind of thing, yeah. Kind of thing there with a bunch of eyes and some mandibles and stuff like that, and some crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
So, damn.
So it does seem to be the base of an insectoid. It's probably an exoskeleton there.
Yeah.
When we were on our way, it just refreshed my memory, but when we came down this way looking for this guy, we passed through all the passageways and hallways that had been sprayed with acid. Were the sections that you had to use a vac suit in that didn't have atmosphere, were they your sprays of acid in there too?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Matt, while we were coming along, after I started seeing signs of that, I was looking around and see if I could see signs of where the creature spat on stuff, but the acid didn't dissolve it.
We did that last game. It seems to dissolve everything just fine.
Even the hull of the ship?
The interior hull, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firing weapons.
So
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to turn around and bang on that door some more. I'm like, open this door!
He's like, whoops, sorry.
If you want off this planet, you're going to open this door.
Let's do initiatives, everybody. 2d6 and add your intellect or your dex. Your choice.
Okay.
Your dex modifier, or your intellect modifier.
10.
Some people think faster and some people act, so it allows for that.
11.
8.
10.
If you want to, please put your initiatives in the chat. That way it helps me keep track.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't see mine. That's why I typed it twice. Never mind.
Oh, perfect. We're fine. All right. So it looks like everybody but Ev, of course, because we hate Ev. Right? Everybody. That's the everybody but Ev gets to go before the thing as it's trying to get its bearings.
Don't we have a mountain with us?
We have what?
We have some mountain with us. Can't remember his name.
Oh, we got
Cat Killer.
Cat Killer.
Cat Killer. Yeah, let me roll for him as well. I'm sorry. Cat Killer will go dead last. He was completely surprised. So he will go after F. So we have James and Betty, and I think Betty's slamming on the door, right? Trying to get in. I mean, you can try to use computers or something to bypass the lock, or you can just pound on the door.
Yeah. Can I use electronics?
Yeah, you can use electronics to try to pound on the door.
Well, yeah, I'll try to get it open.
Try to open on the door.
That's going to be an 11.
An 11. So yeah, you're accessing the door. You're pulling the panel apart and putting the wires together and stuff. You're fairly confident you're going to get this open at the end of the round.
Okay.
All right.
Just hold it off. Hold it off.
Exactly. You just got to do some finagling and stuff like that. Cross some wires and stuff. So James.
Yes.
What are you doing, my man? As this thing comes snarling and crawling towards you and hissing rather in its insect kind of bug sound that I can't hear.
Yeah, I'm opening up with my Gauss rifle in a 3-round burst.
Chum chum chum. Nice. Chum chum chum.
That's an 11 on the die. Well, 11. That's 9 on the die and 10 on with additives.
Got it. So yeah, you do hit.
Just trying to see what it does.
I think it does what? Is it 3 plus something?
Well, the rifle's 4d6, but I'm not sure what if you're doing the burst.
I think Power Jet's 3D. Well, if you're doing a burst, you just add the auto rating of the weapon.
Oh, okay. So cool. So 46 plus 3. No problem.
Got it.
All right. That's 15 plus 3, 18 points of damage.
18. All right. So you're chucking at it with the Gauss rifle, and these needles are puncturing the armor and stuff like that, and you're hitting a carapace. How much again?
18.
18. All right. So you're punching holes in the carapace of the abdomen there. You're not sure what you're hitting, but you are putting nice, pencil-sized holes in the pencil holes in the carapace, just punching through as it's screaming and scrawling.
Can I go backwards down the hallway away from it?
Yes, you can step back.
I do so.
Okay.
I don't know how far it can spit.
True. All right.
Yeah, I'll have fun now.
Done my bit. So yeah, Tony, I think you are next.
Okay, 11 with my Gauss pistol.
Gauss pistol, nice. Are you doing the same thing? 3-round burst?
Yeah, it gives me a +2. 11 points.
11 points. All right, so you're doing the same thing. You're chunking it full of holes. You're not sure exactly what you're doing there, but you are getting some of it here.
Okay. I'm backing up, and while I'm doing it, I'm trying to think of anything I ever learned in an entomology course on best places to shoot at. Wildlife.
Yeah.
So should I roll a science on that?
Yeah, biology, science, yeah. Or xenology. If you have xenology.
13.
13.
That tells you to get a big stack of flimsies and crush it.
Yeah. The best thing to do is try to get it in the head. You're not sure where in the abdomen of this thing is the vital organs, but you're pretty sure shooting the head, you knock it down. But that's a called shot. That's a harder shot.
Yeah.
But as this thing comes down the hallway, and I will choose not so random person to spit acid at. Yeah. So Cat Killer's charging this thing with his boarding axe. Because that's what he had in his hands.
Remember him.
It's a big, huge axe with like a crowbar end on it to basically pry open doors and stuff, stuck doors. So he's charging at this thing as the creature spits its acid right into his armor there, and poor old Cat Killer, he sees this acid coming, and he jumps out just out of the way as the acid just misses cat killer just goes to his side and starts sizzling as it splatters across the floor. The hull of the deck plating of the hallway here. It's just immediately starts sizzling this deck plating. Yeah, and you're all looking at it and going, no, that's not good. It shoots like a stream of acid.
About how far?
Shoots at I want to say about 6 feet.
Okay.
Which is how far away he was when he attacked him. So, yeah, he was closing in on him. Let's see, Ev, it is your turn.
I don't know if I'm armed. That's a point of contention. I don't know if I'm actually armed in this situation.
Good point. They did have a ship's locker on the yeah. I should have asked what you guys are carrying for you came on the station.
Right, but when people were engaging with that, I think I was talking to our hapless NPC who does not have a vac suit still.
Yeah. No, I mean before you even got on the station, I should have asked you what you were bringing on. That's my bad. Ship's weapon would have normally had weapons that wouldn't puncture armor, like snub pistols or Gauss pistols.
So you mean things that would never be effective against this thing, given the chitin and the other kind of armor, like exterior exoskeleton?
Less effective. Yeah. But yeah, stuff that won't punch holes through your ship. So
makes sense. Except for this,
mm-hmm.
All right?
So let's say you have basically like a snub pistol. It's think of all you Traveler fans out there are going to scream at me, but I always think of it as the Blade Runner pistol because it's basically in the old school Traveler it was basically a revolver that you could load with different rounds of ammo.
So in that case, Captain is trying to open that door, and it sounds like that's frantically happening behind me. I need to buy her time. So yeah, no, I'm going to do as I'm told. And fire.
Stand and deliver. All right, so you are using your gun skill plus your dex bonus.
Okay.
And we'll just say you just had standard rounds on it, so.
Ooh. 12.
12 is a nice hit, so it's a good solid hit. You actually, I would say, got a headshot with that. Roll your damage.
Okay.
It is 3D minus 3 for that sort of weapon.
3d6 minus 3? Okay.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. So that is 5, 10, 11, 12, 9.
9?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you score a nice hit, right like on one side of its face and like one row of its eyes just kind of gets shattered.
Great. I have its attention.
Exactly. Like 3 of its eyes on its right side just get blown apart by the pistol there. So it's screaming and trying to make sense of what's going on. You messed up its antennas and stuff, and it's screaming and running at you. And as it's running towards you, that deck plating that it was spit the acid on gives way under it and it falls down below you.
Ooh, nice. Nicely done.
Do we still hear it moving around?
Yeah, you still hear it skirting around down there.
It's a wall crawler.
Hissing and screaming. Yeah.
That's what I assumed it would be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a nice, I want to say, small pony-sized hole in deck plating that it fell through. And you look at the hole and it's dark down there. You turn your lights on, you're just not seeing anything. It's scurried away. You're not sure exactly what's happened.
So I turn to our hapless canine friend and ask basically, okay, how many of those are on the ship?
Did you get through the door yet?
Well, we're at the end of the round now.
I can't yell through the glass?
Yeah, you can shut through the door. Yeah, you can shut through the door. Whether he'll hear you, there's a good chance. Yeah, because he's not wearing a back suit. So yeah. And there is atmosphere in here, so yeah, he would hear you. Oh, just for fun, cat killer fell through too.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh
Drop a cord.
So,
Anyway,
I pull him out of there.
you drop a cord.
Mhm.
You're not seeing him. He is gone.
Cat killer, where are you?
And you turn on the comms to him.
Yeah.
And you hear
not good.
Every time Matthew gives us something good, like a ship, he takes it away.
He's like an abusive partner. We just keep coming back for more. Time again.
You know, it could have been one of you. You know, I'm just saying. It's just, you know.
You see this really well-built fighter?
Yeah,
Isn't he nice looking?
The NPC union's going to be making a complaint about you. You know.
Is that what an NPC union?
Yep.
Equal rights for NPCs.
At least equal experience.
Exactly. Right? Please give us experience too, damn it. When do I get to muster out?
One of the things I picked up back on the floating city was science chem. You opening up now, you in the compartment that's on the vac suit.
Okay.
For life forms or life readings, seeing what I'm picking up besides us 5 and the guy in the room.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you can do your I guess electronic sensors roll for that. So Betty's opening the door and got the door open as Ev's like shouting through the doors. How many of those are there? And he's like, I've only seen the one.
Okay, so
What did yours look like? How big was it?
well, hold on. As soon as I open the door, I'm punching his ass in the face.
Oh,
Like, I am clocking him.
Oh, he's like, what do you want me to do? I don't have anything to fight this thing off with. What am I? He picks up like a protein tube of like toothpaste tube full of protein. What am I supposed to do? Throw this at it?
Get your vac suit on. We're leaving.
My vac suit's out there. It's on the.
Well, then I guess you better hold your breath.
I look at him. Can I see the vac suits from here, or are they just off camera?
There are some lockers in the next room. He's like, I think they're. I think we go in the next section. We can find some in the lockers in there.
It's like, well, if it will keep him from, if it will stop him from whining and make him useful, I volunteer to do the stupid thing because I'm really good at doing that.
But we like you.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
The DM keeps saying no.
I know the honeymoon phase for the new slave has not perhaps worn off yet, but I promise you, I have lots of character flaws. A lot. That's how I end up in prison.
No, we're calling you a Musk because we're following the Elon Musk form of employment.
Oh God! Oh,
We brought that in.
Thank you.
I know. When I saw him do that, I'm like, really? Did that just happen? There's indentured servitude to Mars. This is amazing.
I mean, it's one thing doing indentured servitude in the American colonies because you guys run away and go join a tribe of Native Americans, probably. But on Mars, you really can't go that far.
You really can't go nowhere. I mean, I just put yourself in one airlock. This is my airlock. Nobody else can come to my airlock. This is the free airlock of me. you know?
Oh yeah. We learned absolutely nothing from history. Hooray!
I know.
Am I getting any other readings on the scanner? I rolled a 12.
Trying to figure out what kind of range would be on the scanner. Do you know?
Yeah, the book didn't go into detail on that, so I think
I'm gonna go narratively. No, you're not picking up anything.
Okay.
While we're
Matthew's
all
other favorite game is Cthulhu.
I asked the Varga, I mean, how big was the creature you saw?
And he's like going to it's like this, it's like, and he gets size of a small pony.
Okay. Well, if you get the size of a poodle, then more than one. Like,
yeah, he's like, oh, it was like this long and like this tall. Size of a
far
girl.
down the left side. Yeah. Okay.
He's like, so yeah, let's go see if we can find me a vaccine. Get me the hell off this thing.
All right.
You got a ship? They got a ship. That's awesome. Let's get to your ship.
Did you got Cat Killer's battle axe, or did it fall down also?
No, it went with him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
I contact the ship and have guards standing at the airlock for the umbilical tube to repel all boarders that are not on 2 legs.
Okay. So yeah, the other people that are on the ship.
Yes.
They're setting up a boarding like an anti-boarding party.
And I tell them that they're up against acid-spitting creatures.
Okay, so they're like okay, and they'll bring up some of like those hole platings that they were using to practice cutting on for like shields.
Exactly.
So they're going to set that up in the airlock. All right, so that's good. They'll do that like on the yeah. So they're setting that up in the tube. Good idea. Excellent point. So that's being done. So you're making your way into like the room that you guys just came into before you got into this hallway, and doing like some searches and stuff through the lockers and stuff like that. Yeah, do me like a recon, I guess is what I'm looking for, is a recon.
Everybody or just her?
Anybody that wants to do a recon. Anybody that's in there want to find stuff.
I got a 9.
Okay.
7.
10.
10. All right. So so you're going through and finding like the different things and stuff like that, and Eb, you come across like some different rounds and stuff like that for your snub pistol, which we'll get into a little bit. There's like high explosive rounds. There's knockout rounds that shoot like a gas. There's just regular rounds like a regular bullet, So there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can just kind of dial into your gun. You can load like, I'm going to put explosive round, I'm going to put a regular shot, I'm going to put a gas shot, and stuff like that. So you can dial up your 6 rounds that you want to be whatever you want, but you'll have to keep track of it because it's only the 6 in the cylinder. So you find different rounds like that, and you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to grab some of these. So you're learning all the wonders of the snub pistol. And you got to be careful with the explosive rounds on the ship because it will blow a door down. They're pretty massive. So yeah, you guys, Alacrity finds the vac suit. I imagine, Tony, you're basically got your eyes on the scanner, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing like the alien thing where you got the motion sensor and it's doing a wah, wah.
So I can start going 30.
making that weird sound, that electrical sound. So it's so you're waving it around, yeah, as you're going through. Wah. But so yeah, that kind of stuff. But as we're 5,000 years in the future and you're still looking at a little dot matrix screen. But
has it pinged yet? I'm waiting for the ping.
Waiting for the ping. Give us a ping, Priscilla.
Look like from Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But, so yeah, you're waking your way through, and you're going through like each different hallway and stuff, and you're scanning like the next hallway in front as you're going through backtracking through the station, back towards the ship. Let's see. Let's get what's his name in his suit here. He's having a little trouble with the suit, getting the suit on.
What's his malfunction?
It's a little tight. It's it's built for a human for one. So the helmet's going to be a little weird with his schnoz.
Well, he can go from a whippet to a bulldog with one punch.
Well, basically, he's kind of having to hold his head to the side a little bit and up as someone snaps the helmet on for him. He's kind of like having to do like I'll go like this and look out one eye.
That's good. We'll get you back to
as he sticks his nose up in the corner of the helmet there. But if somebody wants to make the backseat row to kind of help him snap his helmet on, that'd be great.
Sure, I'll do it. Because I have empathy.
unlike your GM.
So do I. That's why I'm not making that roll.
So twisting the helmet on snap click with a 10.
Nice. So yeah. So you kind of push the nose in a little bit. He's like, sensitive. So you snap click, and he's in there like this, and he's looking out one eye. just kind of going. He's walking through the place like this. So it's all weird. Oh, as we oppress the poor little dog. But let's get an uplifted dog. So anyway, we are making our way through, backtracking through the station. You found like a couple other foodstuffs and stuff like that. Some more protein paste, but nothing else in here really to go. He's basically in an emergency life suit. It's a Ziploc bag with an oxygen tank. Really, is basically what it is. Mylar bag, Mylar bag, with a helmet and an oxygen tank.
Have we passed by the suit that was doing the beacon?
Oh no, that's like way on the other side of the station, which is considerable. He's like, let's just leave it here. I'm not going through this whole station to get.
I was thinking of something else, but I'm worried about the other side of the station.
Yeah. He's like, when I went there to go hook it up early, before. That's when I encountered that thing, and it knocked out parts of the station that I couldn't get back to go get my suit. So once it started dissolving those areas, I couldn't get through get back to get my suit back. So you're walking in back through, and you got your sensors and stuff going again. Roll me your sensors again.
12.
All right, thanks, Tony. So you're rolling, and you're getting down to like that main room again, where you had like the conference tables and stuff like that, and all the spitting acid and stuff like that, and the carving on the walls where like it's coming, and stuff like that. The main room that you guys came into before you came into the little basically the soft dock tube. So this is basically like what you would imagine like a spaceport terminal would be, bunch of conference low conference table, coffee tables, bunch of chairs all around them and stuff like that. And places where just people just kind of sit and wait for the ship to come in. So you set up you're coming through there and getting ready to get to the soft dock area, and your sensor starts going off pretty crazily. It's coming in, it's coming down, coming the same way you came, just basically it's coming in behind you.
Okay. It's approaching. It's about how far away?
It's approaching. It's probably about, I want to say 30 meters away.
All right. 30 meters and coming in hot.
Okay. You guys are watching?
I switched to full auto and prepare.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get ready to try to find us as much cover as we can to be able to shoot it as soon as it comes up.
I need the Traveler version of a luck roll is what I need. I need a Traveler version of a luck roll.
Do you remember the old Traveler game? I can't remember what it's called. There was an old game that Traveler made. It basically had an outline, a ship outline of a free trader, and it was your crew against an type alien. And you were hunting in the ship.
Yeah. Actually, just everybody make a dex roll for me.
All right.
Roll your dex bonus 2d6 plus your dex bonus. Nine.
8.
7.
9.
So I heard 9, 8, And then 7 from Tony?
Yeah, I'm typing back in the.
Gotcha. So you're kind of in front of him with your scanner thing, and then Alacrity's trying to get in front of you with his gun. He's switching it to full auto. Evan, Betty are opening the door with what is his name? Kirsch, Krshh, Kirsch. 2 R's. Sorry.
Kirsch.
Exactly. Kirsch. So you guys are opening, setting the program sequence to open the door and stuff like that. So Rick's kind of watching his sensor, and he's like, it should be right here. You're getting that kind of aliens thing, like the coordinate motion sensor. It's in the room with you, and you're looking. Of course, you're looking up towards the ceiling and stuff. See what's going to do this falling through the ceiling thing, but you're not hearing it thumping through the ceiling, and
Can we make an intellect roll to figure out if it will be more ceiling or more floor that it's going to come through?
As you're doing that, you're coming across that, and you're like, oh, maybe it's coming through the floor. Like you're seeing like a pit and pockmark, dissolves, like the floor is dissolving right around Rick. All over, like it's you're seeing like the deck plating just start pitting away right around Rick as he's looking at the scanner and not looking at the deck.
I grab Rick by the that handle on the back there, and jerk him back to safety.
All right,
Tony, run! Oh, never mind. All right.
I don't talk. I just do.
Thanks, comrade.
I patiently wait to see if Cyril Alacrity follows up with a "you owe me your life" comment, but all right. It's just me.
No,
all right, great.
Just you.
Just me. Fine.
He's really good at that, but yeah, he wants to make sure that you know that. So Rick gets tossed back, gets thrown back by Sir Alacrity as the head of this thing is erupting up through the floor.
I would like to unload now.
Well, you can't because you're busy jerking Tony back.
I stopped Tony.
We can.
Please stop jerking Tony. Hashna and Ev.
Yes.
If you guys want to do something,
Yeah.
I think Kirsch has picked up her.
Well, I want to put a
Kirsch-
gun on the sudden hole that opened up underneath Tony because I'm pretty sure that just didn't happen for the lulls. I'm pretty sure bug nastiness is on its way, and
basically its head just erupted up from the floor. You see its head. Is this coming up and gnashing at you and stuff like that? And like Kirsch is like picking up like a table lamp to throw at it. He's got nothing. What do you want him to do?
So I'll draw on it, like aim and fire.
I make it better. I'll make it like a heavy glass ashtray because this game was made in the 70s. They did have those big heavy glass ashtrays.
Like the yellow ones.
Exactly.
Thick, like yellowish orange colored ones.
Exactly. Big heavy one, big block.
There was not one book of Brian Aldiss science fiction where they didn't smoke like chimneys.
Exactly. You gotta imagine what the inside of their back suits smell like. Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, just to let you know, Ev. Aiming is a minor action, which will give you a +1 on your next range attack at the target. So long as you do nothing else but aim.
Perfect. I aim.
And you can keep aiming all the way up to a +6.
I don't think I'll be holding it that long, but I want to give myself a couple extra advantages because this thing doesn't have a lot of soft spots.
So you're going like this, and you're waiting for the spot to hit it. All right, fair enough. So she is aiming. She's like dropping to one knee and aiming. Hashna, what are you doing?
While she's aiming, I'm going to go ahead and shoot.
All right.
And that
This
way
house done, Em.
get lucky.
Okay.
That's going to be a 12.
Nice hit.
And what did you say? Is it 3d6?
40 grenades.
Oh.
3d6 for the snub pistols. 3d6 -3.
Well, didn't I have a Gauss rifle?
I think you had a Gauss pistol.
A Gauss rifle is all right. If you have a Gauss pistol, it's 3D.
What was on the ship last time is what I used.
Oh yeah, you got a rifle. Yeah, you got a Gauss rifle.
All right, so Gauss rifle is 4D. You have it has auto 3. And oh, by the way, Matthew, I didn't tell you before, but it has AP5.
Oh yeah, forgot about
the
that.
pistol has AP3 also.
But you with that Gauss rifle, you can go single shot, 3-round burst, which will give you a +3 to damage, or you can go full auto, which will give you 3 attacks.
I'll do. We just need to do as much damage as we can for this guy. Actually, I don't know. I'll do 3 attacks. I'll do it.
Okay,
Fair enough.
I'll do it.
So 1 hit. We roll for 2 more.
Okay. The second one is going to be is an 8.
8 with this thing will miss.
All right. And third is a 10.
So 2 hits.
Okay. Each of those do 4D, and you used 9 rounds.
Yeah.
By the way, you have 80.
Yeah.
All right. 9 on the first one.
You rolled 4D.
I did. I didn't roll
Oh
it.
my god, we're all gonna die.
but it's
That was much
AP5.
better.
So forgot about
That
the
was much
AP5.
better. Hang on.
That's fine.
The second one that did hit was hang on, I'm still adding 10, 14, 20.
That's my girl.
All right,
So-
so I have 71 left, right?
All right.
71.
Correct.
So yeah, you're and the thing is, like, the only thing that's up through the floor at this point is like the head. So you were just destroying this head. That's why it was harder to hit, because it's still a smaller object. So you're just like chunking huge pieces and stuff out of this thing's head, and it's jerking and twitching and trying to get through the floor and reaching for Rick still, as he's still got pulled away by Sir Alacrity. So it's all jumping and twitching, and that last shot just like boom, like it exploded his head like a watermelon. Just poof, and there's chunks of it everywhere, and it's basically like the neck of it is kind of flops over, and then out of nowhere, out from behind you, like this big glass ashtray just smacks it right on top of it, right on top of the neck. Comes flying across from behind you. He's like, he throws the ashtray at him. Everybody make your recon rolls though.
I got a 5.
So dazzled with the ashtray trick. I got a
8.
Okay, so Rick, you're picking up still movement down below. Something's still moving, trying to get through the floor.
Hey, we got. Can I give a relative size for it?
Kind of like, it's big. Whatever it is, it's big. About size, almost same size as this.
So
Okay.
Cat Killer.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. We got more of them coming, or Cat Killer's trying to work his way out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
So-
do the comm. Hey, Cat Killer, can you hear us? Cat Killer, come in.
And you're hearing like the comms, and like up through the floor, like you see like the boarding axe, just kind of the tip of it chunk up through the floor as it starts to rip parts of the deck plate up, and he pulls himself up off of the back of this thing. he comes out holding the axe in like one hand. His left hand is pretty much useless. It's all melted. It's all melted. Like the left side of his helmet is sizzling, so his comms aren't working right. That's where his like comm antenna is, on the left side of his helmet. So it's starting to eat through on his helmet. He's like, "Let's get out of here!" As you're seeing like vapor from the helmet, like hissing out into the vacuum of this room.
So does he look like he's I'm gonna help him up and
All right. He's like, hey, go grab him and help him up. Make me a strength check to pull him out of here because he's huge.
yeah, I can do that.
I know you can do that because you're Blondine.
Do you need some help?
No, I got it. It's all
You
right.
want to because she looks small, but she reaches down with one hand and Superman grabs this thing.
Watch her roll snake eyes. Thanks, Matt.
Let's see. I will roll strength.
How'd you roll, Betty?
I don't know. I got to do it first. Oh, nice. That's
what I'm talking
gonna be a 12.
Nice.
Think I need to casino.
So yeah, this little you're like what 5'6" something.
Yeah, like
right?
5'5".
Yeah. He goes and just like grabs hold of the guy's axe and just basically yanks him up from the floor, and y'all are like, "Whoa! I didn't know she had cybernetics." Something like that.
No. I'm sorry. The floor was destroyed by acid, therefore the grav plates are faulty.
Oh,
You got a zero G field happening in the middle of the hallway.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So Michael Clarke Duncan is looking at you through his sizzled helmet, and like getting vapors like sizzling out in the atmosphere. He's like, "Thanks, boss." As he's like holding the stump of his left arm, like right at his elbow.
I slap a sealant patch on his leaks.
On his leak, good. All right.
Well, that's going on. I'm doing some scans of the creature,
Yeah.
getting recordings.
Okay. So yeah, you're doing like some pictures and stuff like that, some scans of it. All right. He's like, "Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't like this place, boss.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all."
You have xenology, although I don't think this is for all I know, it's not an intelligent race. It's just a bug. However,
I say xenology would cover all alien life forms, intelligent or non-intelligent.
I couldn't remember if Traveler made a differentiation. Is this something I've heard of? Is this a...
Roll it. Let's see what we find out.
Okay. Should have a decent in xenology. So that is a 7 on the 2d6. Okay, so what?
Add your intellect bonus and your xenology skill. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
All right. So yeah, you do know something a little bit about it. K-Max, it's called a K-Max. I'll put it in the chat. CHAMAX. It's not widely known, but it would be known to people like you. It's a hostile xenomorph from a world deep in the Forevan sector. Resembles a tarantula the size of a huge dog, small pony. It resembles it possesses the ability to secrete powerful molecular acid. On its native world, you know the creatures have an unstoppable marauding horde that sweeps across the planet, devouring everything in its path. Like they are just the apex on their planet.
So they swarm.
Yeah, they swarm. They do swarm. Fortunately, this particular specimen that you're looking at is basically a sterile hunter. It's not a mama. It's not a queen.
Okay, so you said the Evan sector?
The Forevan sector. Foreven.
Forevan sector. What were you doing in the Forevan sector?
I wasn't doing nothing in there. This thing was. Yeah. This thing I brought here. He says, honestly, I think that thing had been brought here like a long time ago because I saw like parts of it. You're talking to Kirsch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kirsch is like I've seen like chitin places where where basically it goes to hibernate. There's like several like places all throughout the station. It's been here a long time.
It's been here a long time?
I think so.
And it's just decided to wake up now. For shiggles. Okay.
No, actually, with your xenomorph ability, you know that it does register heat. So when you guys came on the station, it kind of woke it up.
So we woke it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
the people before us, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that tracks. I mean, you get enough moving meat in a proximity, and these guys do tend to wake up hungry. Great.
Exactly.
All right.
I'll
Great.
send you a copy of the readings I got off in case you want to pursue them later.
Cool.
I mean, good news, it can't have babies all
No.
over the place.
No.
It more little murder monsters exponentially.
Is that
Well, it's
well?
not like some amphibians that can change genders and reproduce, go back and forth. This is more insectoid?
It is one insectoid.
Okay.
It needs at least one more insectoid that isn't a drone like this
Yeah.
to make more.
Well, let's hope that it was the only one, and let's move in case it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah. Cat Killer's like, Captain, I know this all sounds really cool. Can we get the hell off this place?
Yes, let's get the hell off. Let's move.
Oh, I'm not saying this because I think it's cool. I'm saying this because I'm worried that half the ship's a hive now.
Well, can we?
Sure enough.
That's a legit concern.
It's a legitimate concern, but he's like, let's just get away from where it comes to our ship. That's what he's thinking.
Well, Captain, so once we get back to ship, you probably should send a message to the Imperial Navy that they want to send a crew in here to check this place out so it doesn't create a hive of them like Ev is worried about.
Yeah.
Excuse me, are we in Imperial space?
No, we're not. No, we're
Okay,
not.
well,
Screw them. Screw them with a prickly pear.
Well,
whatever we have showing up here, French Foreign Legion or Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Exactly.
You mean
from orbit.
us.
It's the only way to be
You
sure.
mean us.
Okay.
Orbit.
Let's see if we can nudge the station into a decaying orbit and they'll take them out.
Actually, yeah, you would have known that in another 50 years or so, this thing is going to finally hit the planet. But that's, 50 years from now.
So Ev, you suggest we see
a couple of well-placed shots
We'll kind of nudge it.
with the particle cannon will nudge it.
There you go. We can do that. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get back to the ship. Everybody strap back in. The other guys look back at Cat Killer and like, shit, man, what happened to you? Oh my god.
He kissed the green girl.
Exactly. And he didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
We'll get them in
the infirmary.
into the infirmary, and I'll see if I can patch him
Let's
up.
have Pedro NPC that. I think he's got some healing abilities.
Okay.
So we'll have him do that and see what he can get together for him.
Perfect.
So we'll let that happen. So yeah, Teledrift will take him back with a couple of the other guys, the other boarding party people. What was it? Fat Florian and Little Cleo. That's who it was. Yeah, they will kind of walk him back, and actually they'll just get a stretcher and carry him back at that point because he's about to fall over. So yeah, they'll get him back to the what passes for your med bay on your ship, and you guys will go. Get ready to get this thing done out of here. So Kirsch is sitting there looking around the ship. He's like, oh man, this is a nice ship you got. He's like looking around. He's trying to. He's looking for the Alpha. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, no problem. So I turned to Fat Florian and Little Cleo and I said, "Can you put him in the brig for us? We'll talk to him later."
Fat Florian's like, we got a brig. I think there's a broom closet off the cargo bay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just make sure he doesn't get out.
is it really, really necessary? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. We don't really know much about it. Second, before we do the shots to push this space station into the upper atmosphere, is there anything of potential value on that space station we should go back for that would be beneficial to us?
You don't know. Want to risk it?
Well, I'm talking to the group here, see if they can think of anything. I mean, it's an older space station.
okay. If you go face to face, if you go in person back onto that ship, there's a really good chance that.
You think there may be more of them?
Well, if there are more of them, they're going to wake up because they're heat sensitive.
All right. I'm just asking for pros and cons.
So, I mean, if there was a way that we could long-range scan for valuables, I mean, are you looking for something specific? I mean, that would be my first guess, but nothing is ever that easy in life.
Yeah. Well, part of the thing is, I know the people we're working for, any type of higher tech components, things like that is value. And that way we can get our ship repaired quicker too. But I mean, it's up to you, Captain, first of all. You want to worry about it?
I'm not. I would be happy just to blow this place to smithereens and leave it in the rearview mirror.
And this station is above an uninhabited
planet.
Planet? Okay. Moon, planet, whatever.
I think it's a gas giant. I think it is a gas giant.
Oh, well, it's going to be so atmospheric.
Ah.
Well, I was going to say, if it wasn't a gas giant, 50 years from now, there may be a whole race of these things marauding around the plains.
Don't care.
Yeah, we're not.
We won't be here. We won't be here.
Yeah. Oh, you planning on killing us all before then?
So I'm marking this permanently on the map as do not visit. No.
Red X. So,
No.
so first Red X. So yeah. When I played a 4-year Star Wars campaign, we had the galactic map laid out, and like there was Red X's of places I could not go back to. We have started our first one. There we go.
Big Red X.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to survive the gravitational effects of a gas giant.
Oh, we lost Ev. What happened to Lev?
It's just like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. So we're taking Kirsch to the broom closet. I take it. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Until we get on our way.
I mean, there's basically a like a stateroom that's nobody using. Yeah, there's a stateroom.
Anything that we can put a lock on a guard on.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
And we disabled all electronics inside the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn all that off. I mean,
until the captain has time to deal with the captain.
Exactly. Yeah, that captain.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Waiting for Ev to come back. Oh no, we lost you, Ev.
I saw her cat was moving away from the computer. So
I was going to say she probably lost range. Probably lost range for the cat's gone. I want a cat with that superpower. That'd be awesome. But knowing my cats, because they're so finicky, they're like, "Nah, I ain't turning it on today. Nah." What's the password? Do you know? No, you don't, do you? No.
Catnip.
Exactly. Oh, well, we are going to make it that Ev has been doing astounding rolls like she has done before, and clears the debris field enough to get away. You want to throw a couple shots at this thing, Sir Alacrity? Give you some target practice. Some target practice here.
Back off. Nobody's moving our ship or the space station.
Yeah.
To make it as aim and everything else.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, all right, 10 on the die, which gives me a 13, and then I don't know what I was shooting for. I don't know what you said the difficulty yet.
I'm just going to be 8. So yeah, so it is a nice practice for you. I'll also add 2 for the fire control of the cannon as well.
Oh, so that's a 15.
Nice. So you're hitting it just right at the vertices that you need to get this thing to tumble a little faster. And yeah, you'd say within, it's going to hit within the year atmosphere within a year. It's hit a further place to get in. But yeah, you're
and then I would suggest to the captain that she fires off a beacon to attach to the station that broadcasts Chamek's infestation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can do that.
You were a communications guy, right?
No,
So-
Pete Stench. Pete Stench takes care of
Pete
that.
Stench, right? Petey.
Yeah.
Oh, Petey, get on that.
You look around the bridge. You go, where? Oh, there you are. You're over there. But yeah. So yeah, he's putting together like a drone and basically shooting a drone out towards the thing. It's going to like magnetically attach itself to the hull with like keep away, keep away, keep away. Xenomorph contagion on this station. So yeah. So that's done. So yeah, you are you get away from the thing. You got out into space, far enough away from the place. You know, you're like at about your 100 demarcation point to jump, but you're not really sure where to jump.
Right. It's time to go talk to Krish now.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask little Cleo,
There you go.
come with me.
All right.
And
Little Cleo comes with you.
and
I
then
keep thinking of her as like the Latina chick on Aliens. You know, small but just mean. Just mean. Just just a badass. Yeah.
And then whoever, I mean, I don't know. I'll look around. Does anybody else want to listen in?
I'm sure everybody can listen on comms. Yeah.
All right.
So you guys come up into the stateroom. Lackerty, are you coming or?
Am I invited?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, then I strap on Justice and let's go.
Sweet.
I also bring the tool of persuasion.
I was going to say that's what we call Justice and the Persuader. So yeah.
The
All right.
Björk toy sucks.
All right. So
Reach over and plug in my laptop real quick. Go ahead. I can still hear you.
okay. All right. So yeah, you are doing your thing. You're going to the stateroom, checking out what's going on with Kirsch there, and he's basically just kind of sat back on like there's like a bunk bed kind of a deal in there, and like a little writing desk and stuff like that. Of course, nice carpet and stuff in the stateroom. Everything's well set up, and there's like a holographic picture that changes pictures in there. Changes like different scenery and stuff. And he's basically like tapping the frame, just like going through the different pictures. When you come up to the door, he's like looking at the different pictures, and you swear to God, you look at him kind of like reaching into the picture as he's tapping the different pictures on the frame. He'll get the one that he really likes, like a nice pastoral looking, country looking scene. You can almost catch him just kind of, no, it's not a window. It's a frame. He's not the sharpest. Kirsch is not the sharpest guy.
He didn't seem that way.
Kirsch is not the quickest hat. So yeah. So yeah, that's what he's doing. He's like tapping the frame, pulling up different pictures.
All right, so I'm going to go in and...
you opening the door?
Yeah, I'm going to open the door.
Okay. So as soon as he hears the hiss of the door open, he turns around and sits on the bunk bed.
All right. So we'll go on in and shut the door back.
Okay.
And
so it's Sarah Lackerty, Little Cleo, and Tony's sitting on the comms. Eb is in the pilot seat, probably listening on comms as well. Okay. So yeah.
All right.
He looks at you and goes, "Yes.
It's time for you to make yourself useful."
His little tail's wagging. We're all friends here, right? We're friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, thank you for getting me off at station. I was in real trouble there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were.
Yeah,
you were almost dead, buddy.
Yeah, I know. He says, anything you need, I'm your guy. I'll take care of it for you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. So, we saved your life, Kirsch.
Yeah.
Your former business partners are the one that put you in that spot.
Yeah. Not too happy about that. No. He's like, I thought it was a nice prize. I didn't know it had pop-up guns. I didn't know. we got our asses in. Yeah.
Who do you? So Kirsch was. You were the captain of Misery's company, right?
Yeah. Yep. That was my ship.
Mm-hmm. And you are working with Captain Ferrick?
Yeah. He's the one that runs the crew, the fleet. Yeah.
Captain Ferrick runs the fleet. And if I'm not mistaken...
when we're out, he's those, but, Jirokin's really the boss.
Yeah, Jirokin's the boss. Yeah, he's the big guy. So let me ask you, Kirsch. I mean, Jirokin's getting a little big for his britches here. And that's making a lot of people angry. And, you were working for him. And unless you can give us something that's going to, be beneficial to taking him down, when we turn you over to the King of Drinax, I can't guarantee that he's going to be as gracious and nice as we are.
Yeah. He says, I mean, they mutinied on me. Of course I want revenge on these assholes,
So where were they headed?
He says, well, I'm sure they're going back. They went back to Thief. That's where they're headquartered at. That's where Jirokin is.
So, just out of, since everybody's listening in, I mean, as soon as he says that, that kind of gives us where we to jump to, because we had already had Thief on our to-do list.
Yeah. He's looking around. He's like, is this a jump 3 ship or a jump 2 ship?
I have no idea.
I see over the intercom. That's not important right now. You need to be worried more about yourself.
He's like, it's important if you want to get there.
How
Everybody make their astrogation rolls.
Okay, do we know where this place is at, or is it a secret of the pirates, which seems like it would be reasonable?
No, Thieves Sector is actually fairly well known. It's like the worst. It's the worst secret in the area.
It's just heavily armed.
Exactly.
Okay, 10 for astrogation.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a jump 3 or like a long way around to get it at jump 2.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Trust me. Because this is a plot point.
All the more reason to not trust you. I can smell the missile exhaust already.
Smell the gunpowder in the air. And napalm.
So we've got
From Borite it is, yeah.
So we had the raw material, just a rehash. So raw material. Tell me, what did you take off of Clarke? So you came in and you hit Clarke.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
What did you?
Yeah,
hit?
I mean, we were just after whatever they had in their on Clarke. What? Yeah, we whatever they had on in that ziggurat looking thing, that pyramid looking thing. We got some good computer parts and some funky like foundry kind of stuff that looked valuable.
Were y'all told to get this, or was it just random stuff y'all were picking up?
I was just snatch and grab whatever was handy. Yeah.
What about Torpol? You had a chemical refinery there.
Yeah, that stuff's expensive, man. Yeah, we got that. Yeah. Well, you can sell that for a good price in the black market. Especially on Thief. You can get anything on Thief.
Well, it's good to know. We're going to have to take you back to the King of Drinax.
He's like, can I just work for you?
Well, we can't trust you now, can we?
Well, I mean, what if I gave you stuff that you need to earn your trust?
Well, you better start giving.
He says, well, one, I can get you a shortcut to Thieves that you won't have to go halfway around the sector to get to it. As he pulls up he goes through the frame on the picture frame, and he asks for the astrogation map. And give me just a second. So yeah, you see down here we got borite down here, and Thief is way up there. That's a good jump 3. He says otherwise you have to go all the way around the different areas you have to go all the way around through here to get to it. He says, but I can get you from borite to Thief. We have to jump here to get there, though. Did you see that on map where the crosshairs are?
Yeah.
He said, we can jump to there. There's a refueling depot that we use.
All right, you realize where you're having those crosshairs is a jump 3 from borite.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, here. So here.
I mean, yeah, we can project ourselves in that direction, come out a jump, and in a few thousand years we'll be there, I'm sure.
Yeah. So here, and then from here it's a jump 2 to Thief. But there's a refueling depot right here. We've got a bunch of different tanks and stuff, hydrogen tanks out here in the deep space that we use. He said also I've got something else that you could use once you get to Thief. So I've got all the pass codes and everything. I was the captain of a ship. I've got all the pass codes to get into Thief without getting any trouble.
And how do we know that you're not going to turn on us as soon as we get to Thief?
Well, I'd be a dead man on Thief anyway, right? They marooned me, right?
Well, you would think so, yeah.
Yeah. He says, so yeah, if I get to work with you as part of your crew, then they can't touch me because they have to go through you.
Well, we'll see how well your information pans out, and then I'll decide on whether you can stay on this crew.
All right. Yeah, he's like giving you all this great information. He says, he's like, I can do a lot for you, Captain. I can help you out. Just don't turn me over. I'm just asking. Don't turn me over yet. Let me prove my worth to you.
All right.
Captain, if you wish, we can discuss this as a group if you would like our opinion on the matter.
Well, I was going to say I'm going to turn around and I'll be up on the bridge, and I'll kind of nod at James' character and little Cleo, and I'll go ahead and step out of the room.
Okay, so little
but I'll
Cleo,
leave my comm on so that I can hear in case they decide to do anything.
Yeah, little Cleo's staying in the room, basically just kind of watching as he's going through she's going through the astrogation charts with Kirsch. It's like, where exactly is this? And
she does one-arm push-ups and everything.
Yeah. She flexes as she's pointing at the map. So what's our discussion, people?
Well, Captain, I think he actually could be a useful member of the crew. I don't think he's the type that's going to be trying to get other members to do a mutiny or anything. I'm wondering how he ever became captain of the other ship to begin with.
Well, I wonder the same damn thing. He doesn't seem too bright, so
No.
somebody must have died, and he just ended up getting set in the seat.
He failed up.
Well, I'm thinking maybe he was like the brothers of the head of the guild, Pirates Guild, or the brother to the wife, and so he had to do something for him. So he gave him this little ship.
He's the wife's nephew. Needed a job.
Nice.
He played a pirate on TV and actually got elected to the position.
He knows a lot about the area.
He does.
And stuff like that. So it'd be beneficial to hang on to him.
Yeah, for right now. And I mean, honestly, I don't have any plans to turn anybody over to that fool over Drinax. He won't be in his seat long enough anyway.
Damn. That's ominous sounding. He's like, Sir Alacrity's like, we're talking about the king, right?
We're talking about opportunity-rich environment.
That's right.
I am loyal to the last one standing.
I'm sorry, who were you threatening? Who were you encouraging that they would fall off a cliff? I missed the person you were referring to.
No, never mind.
No, I mean, I think I
heard you were distracted with something on your computer screen.
My scanner picked it up.
There you go. You have to go back and play through it. You're pretty sure she's talking about the king. Yeah.
All right, I leave my comm open, but I cut the mic.
Okay.
And I get up nice and close to Kirsch.
Uh-huh.
I say, I got one guarantee that you live.
All right. He's like, listen. His ears tucked back.
What can you tell me about Richando? Now, if that doesn't recognize you, Matt, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the merchant.
The merchant who's selling all the artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The merchant back on Drinax. He goes, I've got some stuff to him. Yeah, I know him.
Uh-huh. Have you delivered anything by him?
A few things. Some nice artwork and stuff like that to some nobles. Yeah.
Okay. I want names and dates and what it was.
Okay. And he's going back through his stuff, and he's like, I guess getting out a pad and stuff like that, and he's putting out some names and dates for you that he can remember. Of course, we're talking about the middle giant of Kirsch here, but yeah. But he's getting some names, places in the area. Yeah.
Let him pant because his life totally depends on this.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's like, there was like this really nice 3D sculpture that was put together. 3D laser sculpture that was put together. That we gave to this one person on a sim that we delivered on a sim. And a sim is like basically the breadbasket for Drinax. It's an agricultural world. It's like the only client state that Drinax legally owns.
All right. If you want to put this together as a notation and just give it to me in
can I do?
In notes later, that'll be easier.
He's starting to give up the names, stuff like that. He's stuck. There's nothing he can do. And whatever you guys want, if he has the ability to do it, he's going to do it.
And I also want the names of other ship captains that moved art for Richando.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. But yeah, when you say his name, he definitely recognized the name, and all you had to do was say the name. It's like, yeah, he's a dealer. Yeah. Smuggler. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. So basically, he gives you the coordinates to get to that jump 2 point forward of Thief. So you get to there, and you got to get the astrogation rolls to get there. So yeah, we will need astrogation at this point to get the coordinates because we didn't have them pre-plotted in. How about Rick? Do you have astrogation? Does anybody have astrogation?
Yeah, I just put 12 on the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. All right, so yeah, you plotted in just fine. And, you're getting some information from Kirsch. He's giving you the coordinates and stuff because you'll be able to jump right on top of it because it doesn't have gravity well. So you'll be able to to jump right at it. So yeah, engage the jump drive. The lights dim and boom, you're there for your week of jump. Anything else you want to do for this week? You got Kirsch basically in his stateroom, chilling. Anybody else anything else you guys want to do for your week that you're in there? This is basically like our downtime training. So,
how many skill points you get out of it?
We'll actually get them to the end of the game.
Okay.
But you can tell me what you'll be using them for.
I'm going to learn. I'm going to have him teach me how to speak Vargish.
Okay, that's cool.
I picked up Aslan already because I figured if we're going to be running into those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to work on. I want to concentrate on finding out as much about thieves as I can. So between talking to Kirsch and checking out any research information.
Okay. So yeah, pull up the ship's library. So basically, that's electronics computers check.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and make that roll.
Ooh, computer what? 5.
5? Yeah, you're like thief. I got nothing on thief.
I'm chicken bacon.
Damn, it's like, am I spelling that right? Is it 2 V's or 3 V's? 3 E's? How's that spelled?
I was going to spend some time talking to Shauna about the culture of the people living on the planet and everything.
Talking to Kirsch?
Hush now. Shauna.
Okay. Are you going to tell her about Thief? How'd you do on your roll?
Who are you talking to?
You. Yeah.
I didn't do anything about thieves. I was learning Varg.
Oh, Varg. Okay. Yeah, she's looking up stuff on Thief, trying to find stuff about Thief.
You want me to help on the computer?
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
13.
I'm going to do backsuit drills.
Okay.
And I'm also going to go through all the information I'm collecting on Rochando and sort of self-teaching myself how to be a paper trail sleuth to work on my admin.
Okay.
So, Betty, I got a 13 for you for computer research.
Awesome.
Okay. So that sounds good. You were getting all that done. So you actually found Thief, and are able to get the information on it and stuff like that. There's not a lot about Thief to be known because it is a shadow port. It's
not a big tourist economy.
Yeah, not a big touristy economy. It has basically a downport. There is a naval station, which is really odd. There is a Imperial Navy station in that area. So you're like, how is this shadow port working right under the noses of the Imperial Navy? Basically, it's like, are they turning a blind eye? Are they just that sneaky? What the hell is going on?
There's no mystery there. It's money.
It's money. Yeah. If they're paying them, paying them good money, yeah, I mean, yeah, that can be done. Depends on who's administrating the station. Yeah. I mean, we are on the fringes of the Imperium here. So yeah, a lot of that can be done. So yeah, it's a lot of it's a very sandy, dry area. This area that you're going to, it only has a down port. It doesn't have an orbiting station. So there's a down port on the station that has docking areas and stuff like that to go to. As you go down, as you basically reload at the hydrogen place, you jump out of warp. We're going to assume that Elisa did her awesome piloting checks to basically dock with the station, and all it is really is just a bunch of like hydrogen tanks all latched together. And that's been fueled up.
Is there any tankers there to refill the hydrogen tanks?
No, you assume that there are some that come to refill it, but there's none here at the time. Yeah. Yeah, you're not seeing it.
Are these military tanks?
No. These are all kinds of different civilian, all kinds of different company, different tanks. You'll see all kinds of different logos.
Okay.
On the side of the tanks. And
every single one paid for, including tax.
Exactly. So Kirsch tells you over the comm. He's like, heads up, when you reload the hydrogen on here. He says, make sure to scrub it. Even though this is refined hydrogen, you want to scrub it. Use your
Yep.
Did we lose you, Matt?
Yep.
Hello?
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm getting like twirly signals. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it basically just kind of winked out for a moment.
So yeah,
my VPN just died for a minute.
Yeah, we'll run it through the through our refinery.
Okay. Your scrubbers, basically. He says, yeah. They, we basically, what we do is like, we put a chemical compound in it that will screw up your jump drive if you don't refine it. He's like, it's like just watch out for you, Captain. just looking out for you.
Attaboy, Kurt. Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
I assume Tony gets out of his chair and walks over with a jar and gets some.
Fills it up. Get some from the tap. Yeah, it could definitely damage the interior of a jump drive, so you want to use your fuel purifiers. Basically, like if you just skimmed a planet's gas giant surface or something like that, you're doing the same thing. You're just running it through the refiners. So yeah, let us make that roll. Let's make that engineering roll there, Tony, to make sure that we've got it scrubbed clean.
Yeah, 15.
Excellent. So yeah, you find the different kind of compounds in there that are put in there, and you're like, oh yeah, that can really screw up a jump drive. It could definitely cause the drive to fail or do a misjump. It's bad news. So you're like, don't hurt my babies. I love my babies. The engines are your babies. So yeah, you're getting that all done and get ready to do the next.
Why do y'all put that stuff in there to begin with?
So if anybody does come across this, they can't use it. It's ours.
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand.
You know how much work it is to get this stuff out here. You got to get a fueler, just like Alacrity was saying. This stuff's expensive. So yeah, we just don't want anybody else using it. If they do use it, it'll be their last trip. So yeah. So another week of jump as you guys head towards Thief, and he tells you basically, you'll be going towards Black Sand City. which is the downport on Thief.
Can we hit the gas giant for fuel before we go down?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, because we'll probably be getting away in a hurry.
I think.
Probably a good idea.
While we're traveling there, I want to ask Harshana about, has she heard anything about what happened to the Queen?
No. She just kind of disappeared after...
Did anyone search for her?
Not that I know of. Princess Rao was born. Nothing was really... No big deals were made out of it, so I suspect that the king knows exactly what happened to the queen. But
okay,
but that's just my suspicion. I don't have confirmation of that.
okay, that's just what you heard through the chatter, the tribe.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
That's what the surface rumors are.
Yeah. Were there very much of the nobility that didn't make it back to the station after the attacks?
So are you referring to the attacks a couple hundred years ago?
No, when the Aslan bombarded the planet, people fled. You were survivors.
Yeah.
But I mean, what happened to the administrative staff, the nobility, stuff like that was left behind?
So any of the nobility that was around, whether they were surface dwellers or lived in the city, all evacuated to the floating city. Everything else.
A few didn't make it.
Well, considering, I don't know. I don't think Princess Rao was that old.
Okay. Kind of like what happened to the Queen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this happened after. Do I know how old Princess Rao was, Matt?
You assume she's about 29, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Late 20s, early 30s.
I mean, I think the princess was only born about 30 years ago. So I'm thinking the queen only disappeared around 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it interesting. I like learning about the culture of the planet we're helping. Just gives me a better understanding of how they think.
Yeah. Well, so if you're not nobility, basically you live off of the trash of everybody who lives in the floating city. Everything is rationed to us, even though the surface dwellers are the source of the raw materials that the floating city survives off of.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we're treated like scum.
You're sending up the apples, they're sending back the cores.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, and it's just expected that the surface dwellers of Drinax will bow to whoever the next king or queen shall be, because everybody wants to own the floating city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, needless to say, yeah, there's not a lot of love for any nobility from the surface dwellers.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that the tribal. What was the leader from the surface? What was his rank? Tribal. I keep saying I want to say chief.
Chieftain. Chieftain Galks.
Okay. Yeah, he seemed to be very impressed with you and seemed to have some high hopes for you.
Yes. Well, yeah. I am known by other names on the surface.
So you can have a fun conversation. What else? What were you practicing on that first week? Are you doing the same thing the second week, Collector?
Basically, I'm working on my admin, my investigation, and backsuit.
Okay. All right. So you're learning that. Going through drills and stuff like that. Okay,
Well, admin and investigation is because I'm chasing Rachando
gotcha.
and the artwork.
Oh, there
And
you
the
go.
back two is I'm doing drills.
So yeah, you're using like the ship's computers to be able to the background get that information on Rachando, his different contacts and stuff like that.
You
So
know,
yeah,
just plugging more and more in, figuring out what I should be looking at, that sort of thing.
yeah. So yeah, like the melon dealer in the bazaar has the direct access to this. Yeah, Rachando. Okay, yeah, that you're doing that kind of deal. All right. So yeah. All
I have
right.
also, besides learning Varg, I've been talking to the last team. He's been training me or showing me the demos on how to do the gunnery.
Okay.
I can help you with that.
Hmm?
I can help you with that.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you do all that. Talk about what you're going to do, and get all that stuff done during that second week of jump. And yeah, boom, you're in the Thieves system. You can refuel at either the gas giant or the naval base.
Gas
Your
giant.
choice. Gas giant's a good choice. Yeah. So we go to refuel at the gas giant.
What's the name of the gas giant? Hexaco?
Yeah, exactly. Hexaco. Exactly. I like it. I like that name. It's Hexaco. So yeah, Ev is getting the buys on the piloting roles as we're skimming the gas giant till her internet gets restored. Um, so yeah, basically we get that refilled so that you're good for another jump. As we get land down on the down port of Thieves. Let's take a few minutes. I need to get some stuff done. Let's take like a 5-minute break and be back. And we will go back and figure out what we're going to do here on in Black Sand City.
Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Do want to take time while we're getting the other players back that we are holding an event. The group we work with, Lurking Fears, is holding an event to for a benefit for Friendly Local Game Shop. Next weekend, we are running a couple Call of Cthulhu games, some old school D&D sort of games, and even some custom games that are, I think, Dungeons and Dragons based. We'll be running them next weekend. You can look up the event on the Lurking Fears page. I'll have a link to it here. It's an event for a friendly local game shop in this area that's had some setbacks here with this economy and different things that's happened to it here recently, and we're just trying to hold a little benefit to help them out. So donations to their PayPal will be the admission to the game. But yeah, I'll post a link in here in the comments of this video about how to play this game. Hey, Tony.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, sir. Indeed. Poor Lisa. She's got to twist that cat's tail or something. I don't know. Get the internet back online.
Well, see, my joke is that, you know how, well, I was going to joke about Skynet taking over, not killing. Basically, Skynet did take over, but it's not trying to kill us for nuclear bombs. It's just trying to drive us all insane by messing up our computers.
And it's doing a fine job. One virus. That's all we need. Boom.
Are there any viruses in Traveler that I should know about?
I know, right? Yeah, there's all kinds.
I've heard that's a very contentious argument amongst people who play Traveler.
I would look at Traveler: The New Era. The whole premise behind that was a virus.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We do not speak of Traveler: The New Era. We don't speak of it. It's subject forbidden.
Actually, I kind of liked it.
I liked it too.
Hey, Betty, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just on mute so that you don't hear me chewing my cookie.
The last thing I wanted to say was, after making secure that there's no any type of electronic surveillance devices listening in, I tell you that I think the nobility is an outdated system, and I have no allegiance to this king beyond the fact he gave us any support. So I understand how your people feel. That's all.
Right on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's
You're my
high time.
captain.
Yeah.
Unity.
One day, Drinax will be returned to its rightful people.
Exactly. One day. It's coming.
One day.
It's coming. All right. So we're still minus Elisa. We're gonna play a little bit further till I get to a good stopping point, and then we will retrack for our next game.
Okay.
We will basically get around Thieve Downport, which is called Black Sand City. Let me kind of give you the heads up of where's the map? The map. There's the map. Let me get the map here. So as you're coming down, top-down kind of view of the place, this is it. Like a lot of oranges sand. So orangish reddish sand. So you're seeing a lot what reminds you like Mars, I guess.
Desert world. Okay.
Yeah, desert world, or at least this region of it.
Is that why nobody ever hears of this planet? Is because it's a bunch of indentured servants?
Exactly. This is where he took him. This is where he's taking him. Absolutely. So, yeah, you basically directed once Kirsch puts in his codes. You know, it's an O code, but it still checks out. But
Will never die.
It will never die. Not as far as I'm concerned. That phrase will never go out of fashion. He directs you towards that area 1 up in the northwest corner. Those things that look like scarabs.
Where it has a one.
Yeah. Those things that look like scarabs. Those are basically landing pads, but they're like domed landing pads. They open up, you land, they close because to keep sand out and stuff like that. So there's all those dotted all over the place. They give you the one. They come over to comms. They give you the one. I guess that would be, right under the one. The one right under the one, not the bigger ones, but like the second larger ones. But yeah, the one right under the number 1. They give you that one to land in. Give you the clearance codes and stuff like that. It's very relaxed. It's definitely a civilian traffic kind of an area. No imperial regulations, nothing like that is going on. You don't have to go through a whole lot of stuff. All you really got to do is submit your code to not get shot down. So they keep it pretty simple. So the city itself, you look at hundreds of skyscrapers, all those buildings that are around, like the different areas. To the east of the southeast of the landing pads, there's like bunches of different skyscrapers that all look like self-contained, with like tube walkways and stuff in between them, and you assume again to keep out the sand and stuff like that. Think a lot of like Logan's Run, like the different tubes and stuff, and the little bubbles and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of that's going on. Then there's like where that one part is like across through here, the middle. That's basically like a cliff. It's like on the edge of a canyon there. This whole city up here is on the edge of a canyon. And then all this down through here is like in the canyon and down at the bottom of the canyon. So there's an upper city and a lower city.
So there are people down in the bottom of the canyon?
Exactly. So like all the buildings up here look nice and shiny and stuff like that, and high tech, and of course everything down here is crap. Shanty towns, little outbuildings. You're used to this. Up is good, down sucks. You're used
to this. It looks like home.
You'll fit right in. You're used to this. You're like, I know this place.
Got a similar layout.
Exactly. So yeah, when you disembark, who is disembarking and and how are we disembarking? What are we disembarking with is what I'm trying to spit out.
Well, so before we answer that, were there in our conversations with Brash or Kirsch or in our research, what are the surface rules about carrying weapons and things like that?
He says, and he's looking out. Is he still in the stateroom, or you're like, are you getting him out of the stateroom? He's like, I'm not leaving the ship. If they see me on the planet, I'm dead. He's like, if you don't mind,
I'll keep him in the stateroom.
Yeah.
If he's gonna stay on the ship.
I'm good with staying in ship and like little Cleo or somebody watch after him. A couple of them.
Yeah.
What's his name? Cat Killer. He's going to be pretty much out of action. He's still getting worked on by Pink to Stench, and I'm sorry,
there any type of medical care we could get for him here in the time frame that we have?
There are. Make me a streetwise or broker roll.
I'll do Streetwise because I want to buy him a hand.
You want to give him a hand, Sir Lackery?
Cool. I got a 13, man.
All right. So yeah, you're the procurement guy. You get items. You know this place can have anything.
Right.
You know, if it's possible to get, chances are it's here. It's just how much you want to spend for it. You know, is the thing. So yeah, the chances are that you could find a good cybernetic hand for him. At least the forearm and the hand kind of section. Because that's all pretty much gone. Like everything from his elbow is down is gone. So it is definitely possible to get him a hand. There are all kinds of different high tech items and stuff here that could be found, Tony. That Sir Lackery kind of lets you know if you're in the market for certain items. Yeah. Here's a place to get it. But it's like
I was thinking of cat killer also. But
yeah,
how long is that going to take to get a new arm fitted, and stuff like that?
Well, you can get the readings of a cat killer and just give it to the guy. He'll get one that's
okay.
It'll take 15 minutes to buy it, and then you hand it to Pedro.
Yeah, then Pedro makes it fit.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like is it? Are we talking extra large, medium? That kind of stuff.
Extra large.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, extra large. And even then it'll look small versus the other hand. So yeah, he can get that done. So yeah, there's items like that to be getting down here. But Kirsch, like you talk to Kirsch about what's allowed down here. He's like he says everything goes. It's a pirate place. But he says the widows out there that can probably explain it better than I can.
Widows?
Yeah. He's like, are we docked?
We've landed.
Yeah, there's probably one right outside the ship now. She could probably explain it to you even better than I can.
The widows. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we'll leave Cat Killer on the
Mend.
Yeah, and then do we want to take little Cleo with us? Oh.
Little Cleo wants to watch Kirsch.
She wants to watch cards. So
we'll take Fatty.
Florian.
Fat Florian will come. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
the guy. There you go. And we'll assume Ev is in there in the background, and Teldrift is still working with Cat Killer. Okay, but we'll assume Ev is in there with the group with you guys.
Okay.
I will NPC her. So yeah, I've got her sheet here. All right. So yeah.
Which I talked to Lassie and said, "Can you check into on getting a cybernetic eye?"
It's possible, yeah. Who are you talking to?
Lassie.
Alacrity? Oh yeah.
What do you want?
The cybernetic eye.
Just do eyes.
Cybernetic eye to replace a human eye. Cybernetic eye to replace a Vargar eye. Cybernetic
eye.
Your eye.
His eye specifically.
Wouldn't it be easier just to put a ring outside the engineering door?
The ring?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. 20th century humor again. I forgot.
All right.
I'll look for a cybernetic eye.
Yeah.
As well. What do you want it to do?
The upgrades are what's expensive.
Yeah. Typical telescopic, infrared, and microscopic.
Does it have to look human?
Preferably. But if not, But actually, yeah, I would like to look human. If you can't be done, we'll worry about it some other time.
Well, no, human's going to be expensive because you've got 2 lenses and 1 pupil. You can't run microscopic and telescopic with one set of lenses. Not in that limited space.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know this is probably because I've looked into this before.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Let's go for telescopic and infrared then.
Telescopic infrared. All right. Yeah, I mean, microscopes are cheap, man.
Could do the other one. Do the other eye that way. Yeah.
Sure
Migraines are cheap too.
Yeah, I know.
Sure enough. All right, so yeah. So we got two things. We're going shopping, and then we're looking for Ferric, I assume.
Yeah, we're looking for Captain Ferric. So when we dock, I mean, can we see either the Mercifuge or Misery's Company? But we didn't have the name of the far trader, did we?
No, and that's the problem. Is like all these are domed up and sealed, so you can't see any of those ships.
And there's no convenient listing, is there?
They being a shadow port, they kind of don't want it advertised that they're there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. And Chris said that this was their headquarters, but did he say where?
He says you can find a Roken, and he's like trying to remember exactly where he's at. And he's looking through the map and stuff like that. He's like, I only went there like one time with Ferric. Excuse me, loading. Please wait. I was pulling up the different cybernetic stuff. Try to figure out prices and stuff for you on that. So yeah, he's definitely in the lower city kind of area. Probably hiding out in the scrap heap. If he's not hiding out in the scrap heap, then he is definitely. He likes to hang out around the blood pits and do gambling in the blood pits.
All right. Scrap heap and blood pits. All right. So we will I guess it's kind of conspicuous to carry around a rifle. Well, it doesn't matter. We're in a pirate planet.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Or at least going to have sidearms, but Entourage is going to have probably something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody who's getting off will at least have a weapon.
Gotcha.
I told you should have tamed that insect. He could just throw vomit up on people if they didn't like us.
Gonna just let it loose. And just...
It's Timmy.
Exactly. Cat Killer's not on board with that option at all. So yeah, when you disembark, like down at the end of the landing ramp, this lovely young creature is there to greet you.
Oh, she looks friendly.
Yep,
Yeah.
Looks like a widow to me.
Are you coming, Tony? Are you with us? Are you staying on the ship?
I'm going.
Make me cybernetics roll while you're looking at her.
It's a VCR.
8.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious. She's almost humming. When you come close to her, you can almost hear the gears turning.
I said, what is your title, ma'am?
She goes, "Oh, I'm one of the widows." She comes with like a very curt smile. Perfect.
I want to make sure that widow was the correct term to use.
Yes, that would be fine. My sisters and I are all. If you find us like this, you can identify us as widows. She's like, I just want to go over a few the very simple laws here in Black Sand City. Here in the Starport or the Upper City or any building marked by red flags, the law of the Lords holds sway. The law of the Lords is no murder, no weapons fire, nothing that offends the calm and tranquility of the city, she does in a curt, quiet little smiley voice. Anywhere else on the planet, anywhere in the canyons below, anywhere not marked by red flags, another law holds sway, the law of the street. The only restriction is a ban on any weapon that might breach the city's environmental containment, the bubbles. It's no big, massive weapons. The punishment for breaking the law is the very same: death. We only have one. We only have one punishment for crime: death. The red flag zones move, so some buildings in the lower city are protected one day and left open to the law of the streets in the next.
Is there a reason for that?
Just different areas that we enforce.
Okay. And what's your rules on jaywalking? Some of us.
She tilts her head. She was, yeah. I think we're okay with jaywalking. I think we're okay with that.
Pat, sir, on the back. You're good, bud. You're good.
You're okay.
Asking for a friend, I said.
Just asking for a friend. There you go. So yeah.
Is there anything we should be aware of?
So no, everything else is pretty open. Again, just behave yourself in the upper city and especially any building marked by red flags.
Okay.
Can I see buildings that are marked by red flags?
Yeah, and you look throughout there, and yeah, they're like in the entrances.
Okay.
Really obvious, big, huge red flags.
So what they call red, I call red also. Just want to make sure.
Exactly. Yeah, let's not have no confusion. No, I get it. So yeah, you pull up a map of like the upper city. There is a large hotel called the Grand Hotel. Rises like a sword of Damocles over the city. The Grand Hotel is the biggest and best hotel on Thebes, which means it is really nice.
All three stories.
All three stories. It is super nice. Then there is the shipyard. So you basically are at. There is a shipyard here. So they do supplies, repairs and stuff like that to ships. And they also tend to recycle, recovered ships. So there's that. There is a group here called the Mergen Consortium. It's basically a mercenary group. They are headquartered here, so watch out for those guys.
What type of uniforms do they have?
They wear basically, just because I'm being lazy today, they look like Imperial Army, the grayish black uniforms.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they were like that kind of like plastic body armor kind of deal.
Charcoal and heather.
Exactly.
House Harkonnen.
There's the House Harkonnen. Exactly. Yeah. There is basically like a refugee camp in the outskirts of the city. Then in the lower city, you've got like the scrap heap is basically a massive junkyard of wrecked ships, like hulls and stuff of wrecked ships. That's all been just like dumped out there. And a lot of people use them for structures to live in. Because some of them are pretty massive.
I roll a 10. Do I see any Harrier holes?
Do you see any Harrier holes? I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a place called the Brain Dimming. It's basically the brain version of jump dimming. You can go in there and just kind of tune out for a little while. There is the Church of the Traveler. There's an actual Church of the Traveler here. It's pretty cool. So there's like a religious sector here. That
Is there a travel aid society here?
no, not on
No.
Just wondering.
I mean, your TAS card might work in the Grand Hotel. I'll be honest with you. There's a good chance it could work in the Grand Hotel because there are business people that have to come in here and deal with pirates, so they have to have a place to go. So yeah, I would imagine your Travel Aid Society card would work in the Grand Hotel. But the one place you want to go to get information, and everybody goes to, it's the one place everybody heads to. It's called Tux, T-U-K.
All right.
Tux is the bar, is like the spacer bar everybody goes to get info.
I definitely want to get a "I went to Tux and survived" T-shirt as a souvenir.
Exactly.
Take back to Drinax.
Exactly.
All right. Well, then I guess we're going to Tux.
Okay.
You guys want to do Tux and then do the scrap heap? Because that was one of the places that we might find.
Well, Tuck, Scrap Heap, and
The blood
and
pits.
Cyberdoc.
Okay.
Or Cyber Wholesaler.
Oh yeah. You're right. We should probably get that taken care of before we go to the.
You use cyber part salesman.
Okay.
All right, so
where are we going? Which one? I'm sorry.
I guess we'll go to. Well, I'll ask the widow. I mean, is there is she like a director that we can find out? We can get some. Is there a medical supplies depot where we can get cybernetic parts?
She just gives you like a curt little smile. She's like, "Do I look like a fucking travel agent?" No.
Well, can you show me where the nearest travel agent is?
She points towards the screen like there's like a screen beside the landing pad that you can punch up stuff on.
All right.
Yeah. As she shakes her head and walks away, she's like, try to be nice, try to just give the rules to people, but no, they want to be dumbasses.
Anyway,
She looked like a grader. I'm treating her like a grader. You put a grader out there.
anyway, I punch in a few things, and I get the location of Servo Shack.
I like it. I'm loving this already. Servo Shack. So yeah, let me get to the personal augmentation chapter of the Central Supply catalog.
Page 99.
I've got 86, but okay.
All
right. Yeah, so I can get to the Central Supply catalog. So yeah, we'll call it Ray Ray's. Ray Ray's Servo Shack. Ray Ray's Servo Shack. So yeah, it's basically like a black market kind of a place to go and get different things. Yeah, so yeah, there's a really tall, thin human there that's running the place. It's just he's working it with a couple robots, kind of helping him along there. So yeah, he's getting things getting everything set up, and sees you all come up. All you all come up as a group.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, really tall, thin dark skinned guy person comes up. You know, he does this kind of maneuver to you. You know, as you come up to him, he says, "Welcome to Ray Race. I have everything for your cybernetic needs. What can I get for you, fine people?" He's looking at you all. He's like, "Definitely travelers." Yeah.
Yeah. So I give him the stats on Cat Killer to get him a functional prosthetic.
It goes, So lower elbow, only not the whole arm, just lower elbow,
Yeah.
lower arm. He goes, So I can't sell you the whole arm. Are you sure we couldn't just lose the rest of the upper arm? We can sell it to you wholesale. Get the whole arm.
Oh, really? What are you throwing in that'll make me be thrilled at paying more than just for a hand?
Well, I mean, what am I going to do with an upper arm? He's like, is his question. You know, I should just sell the whole arm. Nobody wants the upper part of an arm. Just they want the whole arm. You know? It's not my fault. You guys just lost his lower part.
Not my fault. I only need the lower part. So what are you talking about here? What kind of deal if I take the upper arm off of you?
Let's see your broker roll there, my man.
I don't have broker.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I have persuade.
Okay, it's gonna be harder with persuade.
Well, I think I might have done it though.
All right.
Where is my persuade? It is a +2. Okay, I got an 11.
11. He's looking. He goes, man. You know, tell you what. I just sell you the whole arm. You take off of it what you need.
I still haven't heard a price.
Don't stick me with the whole arm. He goes. He says, well. He says, what kind of tech level you need? You know, I was like, it depends on how.
Well, what kind of tech level you got? I mean, you know, I'm not looking for tech level 8.
Yeah. He says, I've got that. I mean, I've got, you know, a claw and grippers kind of thing, if that's what you want.
No.
All right. So, you know,
and there's other bits and bobs I need to get too. So, I mean, you know, just you know, chill out. We're starting with the arm. We ain't done yet.
He goes, I got some polymer plastic ones that look human. I can get that for you. Basically, tech level 11. Yeah.
Well, if we got the whole arm, what would the tech level be?
It'd be tech level 11. Yeah. He says, I do have a tech level 13. Man, I only have the one. I mean, I'm actually holding that for a guy. He's supposed to be coming in any day.
Have any pieces arrived yet?
Of tech level 13, you mean?
The guy.
Oh, the guy. No, not yet. No, still waiting for him to get here. Yeah. I need all of them here.
So
I get you a tech level 1.
I still haven't heard prices.
He goes 75,000. 75,000 good price for a whole arm.
That's standard price that I can get anywhere. I thought you said you were wholesale.
Well, you know, we're out here on Fringe, man. What do you want? It's not like I could just order this from Amazon. You know how I get these arms, right? Somebody else gave it up.
Also, it's used. Just so you're saying we shouldn't pay
75,000.
Okay, I get it.
Man, I should have seen you guys walking in today. Yes, they are second hand. Yeah.
You want to try that price again?
He goes 50,000. I can go 50,000
for the 13.
Oh no, not the 13. No, I'm holding that for somebody. That's for the 11.
Wait, and then when was this guy supposed to get here?
He's supposed to be here in a couple days. I've already got it. If I don't sell it to him, I'm in trouble. You know, I gotta. He's already paid for it.
Interesting. Yeah. No. I mean, these prices. I can go to a reputable source for like brand new.
I mean, you're welcome to go somewhere else. I mean, I just I've always got clients here, so I have no shortage of clients. He goes, yeah. Because you guys are like walking out the door, kind of a deal, not interested. He goes. Tell you what. I cut you a deal, just because I got a few of these that I need to unload. 40,000. How's 40,000 sound?
For a used arm.
Well, again, I'm working with what I got. You know what? You're twisting my arm. You twist my arm. 30,000 for a tech level 11 arm. That's a good price. That's a good price.
Actually, it's not bad.
What else was on your shopping?
Okay. Put it in the basket. No guarantee. What can you do on eyeballs?
Put it on the cart, huh? So he goes, eyes. He goes, I gotta go to Lee for eyes. Let me talk to Lee. And he pulls up the screen.
What tech level you?
Yeah, he goes. He pulls up Lee on the screen, and it's literally that guy from Blade Runner that does the eyes.
I knew it.
He's got the big suit with the hoses and stuff on, keeping him warm. He goes, Lee, my man, I got a guy on the line here for some eyes. What you got? He goes, I only do eyes. I says, I know, that's why I called you. I need eyes. I only do eyes. But so yeah, he's looking, and he's checking through the prices and stuff. He goes, well, what kind of eyes you got there? He goes, oh, I got good eyes. I've just been working around right now. I've got a different I got a good tech level 14 eye. I can cut to you.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Okay. More than required, but how much?
He goes, I've been working on this one. It's a really nice eye. He said, what color you need it? I can change the dye on the color. But he says, he says, you know what? I don't have any people in the market for eyes right now. He says, I know you guys. I'm not gonna waste your time haggling with you. 40,000 for that eye, for tech level 14 eye.
40,000 for tech level 14 eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
What color?
It just got refurbished. It's blue. Well, we can change the color. That's not a problem.
So
the guy who had it had blue eyes, so
Can you do a smiley? Can you do a smiley face?
We can do a smiley face. We can do target. A lot of pirates here like they do targets on their eyes.
Do a smiley face, and we're good.
Smiley face. We can do that. 40,000. Okay, so yeah, 40,000 for the eye, 30,000 for the arm.
So what is the characteristics of this eye?
So it does have IR and light intensifiers, and then also UV. It does let you see in the UV.
How about binocular?
Yeah.
So it's it's telescopic binocular vision.
Yeah.
It's IR, light intensifying, and it also sees into the ultraviolet.
Yep.
Okay. And make it gray.
And it's a smiley face.
Can't change it. Apparently can't change
You're not there.
Wearing it?
No, just remembering a jaywalk comment.
I was thinking of you.
I see Tony later. Got the eyeball.
By the way.
You can always buy contacts.
Yeah.
I see Tony back in his shop later. Got the eye in like a little vice with some paint in it gray. Some bitch can't take a joke. I don't know what to say. But he goes, yeah. And he's like, man, I'm gonna close up early today. Excellent. So we're good. 70,000.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Anything else you need? You let me know. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Ray.
Ray and Lee.
How long does
Ray
it take to
Ray.
get subdural armor put in?
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna take some time. You got somebody.
Are
that needs
you
it
there?
Yeah.
He's on the comms.
No, I'm with you guys.
Yeah, he came
yeah.
with us.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
actually
you're-
with us. Then, yeah, you
Yeah.
would probably get it in gray.
Yeah. He said, how long would that take, man? Man, you need at least 2 weeks to heal up.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's serious surgery. Yeah.
Okay.
Just wear your helmet.
Just wear an eye patch for a couple weeks.
I'll get it when I take a spring break.
intimidating.
Arr,
Yeah.
arr. I dare you to say arr, arr. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we're going to Ray Ray. So I guess we're heading to Tux now?
Yes.
Okay. So make your streetwise for me as we're heading out towards Tux. Alacrity.
I'm rolling. Relax.
Gotcha.
Well, not that great, but I got a 9.
Hey, how
9.
about our escort? How's his streetwise?
Thank God I put points into Streetwise.
Yeah. What escort?
Thought we had one of the guys in the ship with us.
We had Fat Fabian, or
Fat Florian? Yeah, he eats and tears up holes. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about this place.
I was gonna say.
He eats but he does point out, like right across from, right outside of Tux, there is a really neat looking street vendor kind of a deal, and there's a line. So he's like, whatever's there is good. And it's actually what your streetwise is coming up with too. So we're like, are you like, whatever they got, it's got to be awesome because there's a good line.
we get in line.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
Fat Florian's like, for Fat Florian, this is the first time you ever seen him move fast. It's like he gets up to the line and like.
I'm gonna be pissed if it's 2-for-1 tattoos, though.
He's marching up there, trotting along in his little jiggle jog. His spacesuit's just jiggling everywhere as he's jogging up into the line. He gets
Does
up
this
in
place
there.
have a red flag on it?
Tux has a red flag on it. The
How about the place with the line?
Yeah, the street vendor does not. Whatever it is, it does smell amazing. It actually smells like meat too. It's not just like protein. You're like, oh, that's meat. I've smelled that before. I know what that is. And,
Grub burgers.
Exactly. You're like, oh my god, it does smell amazing. So you're waiting, and this I mean the lines. You're about like 10th in line for this thing, but it moves fast. It goes through pretty quick. And while you're
Grub burger.
I was gonna say, I like to eavesdrop on people's conversations, so that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay, so you can actually do that. That's an investigate roll.
All right. I don't have anything in investigate. Can
-3.
Use
-3.
recon or streetwise?
Streetwise will go. I'll roll streetwise.
I'm really good at streetwise.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I take Shauna's lead and also listen around. I get a 13.
All right. So
I
you
also
guys
got a
talking-
13.
So you're talking around, and you're actually talking to a couple people in line, and while you're waiting, and they're like, hey, where you from? That kind of place, and they're like, they're like, I'm. Let me pull up different places here. He's like, oh, I'm from Thebes, and and the other guy's like, oh, I'm from Agma and stuff like that. And they're looking at you guys like, where are you from?
Or what was that station that we just left?
Borite.
I'm from Capital.
You're from Capital? Oh man, I've never been to Capital. What the hell are you doing all the way out here?
Slumming.
Apparently.
Yeah.
He's a little guy. It's like bald headed, has like all kinds of funky tattoos on his face and stuff like that. But he's very, very chatty. Has this big grin on his face, and he's talking to y'all all the time about where you're from.
I was incarcerated for a while, so I don't think I'm going back anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's a common story around here, man. welcome to Thief.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff like that. He's like, looks at you. He goes, Chico, where are you from?
Yeah, I got out of what's the fucking prison planet that we escaped from?
Marduk, that's a harsh place, man. There ain't no joke.
Yeah. I ain't going back.
No. So he's asking you and stuff like that. He's talking to you, and he looks at you. He's like, "What about you, big guy? Where are you from?"
I'm from Sioka.
What was that again?
Sioka.
Oh, and he's like, yeah, like he has no clue what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah,
It's an Aslan world.
Oh. He's like, when you tell him it's an Aslan world?
No, but I'm letting you know that.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, oh okay, all right. So yeah, he's going through it. He's like, I'm like second generation here on Thief, man. I've been here. My whole family's been here. We live out in the scrap heap, He says, but he's like, my name's Gesh, man. Anything you need, you let me know. I help you find stuff around here. I know everybody around here.
Now, is he in line to get stuff, or is he?
Yeah, he's the next person in line in front of you.
So, Gesh, this smells amazing. I've never been here. What is it? What is it they're cooking up there?
So you're looking along. It's like a busy kind of a street, and stuff like that. And you're looking, all people are all walking and stuff to here, and there's like a hairless sort of like dog that's kind of you seen around through here, and as one's walking down through the street, he's like basically that. It's like a little hairless like
Stallone and Demolition Man getting a burger.
Yeah, exactly. Like a small like a small pincher, maybe like a small hairless pincher, Doberman pincher. Is like walking down through the street. He's like, basically that, man. But it's good. He's like, it's very good. It's really good. It's all the spices. It's all the spices, man. It's really good. But yeah, my name's Gesh, man. He's like, anything you need, I got you covered. I can help you out. I know everybody here. So he's and as you guys are looking at the dog and stuff like that, the building across from Tux, it's this weird everything's kind of reddish sand around through here, on the outer planet, but everything's nice and pristine in here, because you're still in the upper part of the city. But there is like one like red sand, like mud kind of structure, but all you really see is like this wall. It's kind of like it's about like a 10-foot high wall, and there's like a door cut into it, an actual wooden door. And you're like, that's wood.
Can you throw the map up so that we can see where you're talking about?
Yeah. Give me just a moment.
So you're saying they built a wall to keep people out? Yeah.
And you go there. You're looking at this place, and you're like, it's a earthen kind of an area. Like a mud sort or dirt sort of wall. I want to say like Tux is here, this little hexagonal kind of thing, and it's like this structure, the hexagonal structure, the number 5. Let me get here on the map. The hexagonal structure is number 5. We'll say that's Tux, and then that little L-shaped tetrahedral shape, kind of across the street from it, there is like the wall of this structure, and all you really see is like the outside wall.
Can you put a cursor on it? Because I'm
trying to see it. But basically, it's the number 5 on the map. Is Tux, the hexagonal building, the small hexagonal building where number 5
gotcha.
is.
Oh, okay, in that L shape. All right.
That tetra shape is the building. So you're watching that place, and he's looking at it too. And someone basically kind of comes up to the door and does like a quick knock on the door, and like a quick knock on the wooden door, and you're listening to it, and you're like, wow, that's what wood sounds like when you knock on it. I mean, you guys have probably never seen wood in your lives, but chances are.
Actually, with the biodiversity throughout the known space, I think we have seen one.
Okay.
I don't know about on Drinax.
It's all blasted. So yeah, you the door knocks, and then like someone answers the door, like like this, this one little old shriveled up person is like knocking on the door, like positively ancient person. You can't even tell whether it's a man or woman. It's all hunched down and over and stuff like that, just covered in wrinkles, and you're like not really sure. You're sure it's human, but you don't know what gender it is. That's knocking on the door, and this person in like like same orangish reddish robes, as same color as the wall, opens up the door, and the guy, the person like whispers to the robe shrouded guy and hands him like some coins, and then the shrouded dude nods and takes the coins and closes the door. And Gesh lets out a low whistle when that happens. He's like, "Ooh."
So what did you see there, Gesh?
He goes, "Well, someone's about to get hit, I'm thinking."
So is that?
So I take it that's the Assassin's Guild or something?
Well, they're kind of the Assassin's Guild. It's an interesting sort of place. It's what we call here the House Without Questions. It's been here ever since Steve has been here. Basically, if you got nowhere else to go, they'll take you in, they'll clothe you, they'll feed you, no questions asked, but you can never leave. And then you can also go there and hire them to perform a task. If it's possible, they'll quote a price. And if you can pay that price, it's done. No questions asked. So yeah, it's basically,
They got healthcare and a 401k?
Yeah, it's basically homeless. He's basically homeless. It's homeless shelter / Assassin's Guild. Yeah, kind of like that.
All right.
Do I see a very young girl with a Frenchman and a potted plant?
And a potted plant, exactly. Exactly. But no, he's like, yeah, that place is no joke, man. They serious in there. So yeah, you finally get up in line, and he says, get to number 2 with the white sauce, and that's what he orders. He goes, give me a number 2 white sauce, man. And the guy's going through this big like wonton, not wonton, the big pot, the pan, the wok is what I'm looking at. Kind of a wok kind of deal. And he's got all these things sizzling in some oil, and he sticks a couple sticks in a couple pieces of meat, and drizzles some white sauce on it out of like a squeeze tube, and hands it to the guy, and gets a couple credits. And he comes up to you guys, and he's like, "What do you want?"
Number 2 with white sauce.
Number 2 white sauce. All right. And he gets you guys taken care of over there, and drizzles a little sauce on it, stuff like that. Hands it over to you. He says, two credits. 2 credits.
All right. 2 credits.
You get basically like two credits. Buys you 2 sticks. Meat on stick.
Meat on stick with white sauce. Got it.
Meat on stick with white sauce. Yeah. And it kind of tastes a little bit like gyro meat. Kind of like a lamby kind of a meat. And it's really nice and tender, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. It is super good. And a white sauce.
Never guessed those little dogs, man.
So tasty, right? So he's Gesh is like, yeah, whatever you need, man. He's like, he like flashes his information to your comm. He's like, anything you need, you let me know. I take care of you, man.
I'll talk to you, Gesh.
All right, and so yeah, you're eating this stuff. You're like sitting to the side before you go into tux. You don't want to go into tux with the meat, man. That's just rude. But
And we on Pirate Island do not be rude.
You don't want to be rude. You don't want to be rude. So basically, while you guys are out there chewing on your food and stuff like that and getting that done, you go to you're watching and seeing what's going on out in the street. You know, eating your stuff, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good, it's so good, and yeah, it's basically like gyro meat with like some horseradish sauce on it. It's basically what it is. Super duper good. So you're watching that. You're out there watching things in the street, and all of a sudden, like a trio of like those widows, and they all look exactly the same, just like that picture I gave you before. They bust out of one building. I mean, they break through the wall of like one building up the street, and just like literally just bust through. No weapons fire, nothing like that. They just Hercules right through a wall on a building. The building just up from that L-shaped structure. That weird sort of shaped building, like rectangular sort of building. They bust through that, and then they come out into the street, and they're looking up and looking around in the street, and it looks like they see something up in the air. Make me a recon roll, please.
11.
7.
I rolled a 4. I'm enjoying the dinner too bit much.
This is really good. You and Sir Lackery are like, man, this is really good. But you happen to like watch them as they're looking up, and you're tracking where they're looking up, and you see like this like a drawing. I don't know if I've ever described a drawing to you before. They're basically the kobolds of the travel universe, the little lizardy looking people with like wings, like lizard like wings. I guess kind of like bat wings. Most of them are about 3 feet tall. They're they're the kobolds of the travel universe. It's hanging on to a like basically like a drone, you know, like the fan sort of drones that hover and stuff like that. It's hanging onto a drone that's going across the street to another building. It's flying from the building that the others just crashed through and going to another building. And you see it.
I was gonna say I'll nudge my crew mates and be like, check this out. Watch this.
Check this out. So this guy he's literally just like he's hanging onto a drone, like the underbelly of a drone as it's flying across the street, and the widows see it, and they see it going towards the other building, and they just start. And this building across the street from it, like that gray building, the small rectangular gray building just north of the 5. They see it's only like about a three floor building. They don't go in. They just start climbing up the side of the building, like just punching handholds into the building as they're skittering up the side of the building, like quick. And that's all you see. And you're like looking, you're like trying to see if you can get a better view, because like the drone kind of goes over the top of the building. You lost track of it, and then you hear like a almost like a car backfire, you know, but from that direction of that building. And then, you know, people are just kind of stop and they hear the explosion and just shake their head and they just keep going. They're like, shouldn't have messed with the widows, man. Apparently he didn't pay attention to the red flag rule. Yeah.
Watch your P's and Q's around the widows.
Yeah, but all the widows looked exactly the same. They have that really dark, really mean, like Princess Leia on a bad day, in black robes, just mean looking, and they did. They just up the side of the building. So everybody, you know, kind of stops, and then, you know, sees that, and then after the explosion, they just look at each other like, and go on. But that happened. Everybody's like, oh yeah, stuff like that happens all the time.
Who do the widows work for?
Huh?
Ask Ash. Who do the widows work for?
Oh, the widows? I see. She says they work for the lords of the city.
Lords got names?
No one knows. They're the lords. They're in the. They got the top floor in the Grand Hotel.
Okay. Just curious.
No, I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, they run Black Sand.
You know how many there are?
How many lords?
Yeah.
There's usually always 5 lords. There's 5 lords.
How do you get to be one?
You're invited. I have not been invited.
No.
Well, gosh, you got to get on that.
Because I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
You have to have aspirations.
Because I've not been invited yet. But thanks, Chica. I'll work on it. I'll work on it for you.
Work on it.
For you, I work on it.
And you know what? If I get invited, I'll invite you, gosh.
I like the way you think, Chica. I'm with you on that. So he's like, well, yeah, you have a good day, man. He says, what are you doing here anyway? What you about? What are you here for? You should be fixed. You get busted up. What?
Just trying to get a hand for our ship.
A hand for your ship? I mean, I know people that get hired out all the time. You need some deckhands? What you need?
Oh, you got some burly folks? Could use some boarding crew.
Yeah. I know some people. I can talk to some people for you.
Got to have space experience.
Oh yeah. They've been around, man. They done some questionable shipping. Let's say, yeah.
All right.
Some off the book shipping. Yeah, I know some people. I'll go talk to him for you. He goes, I'll flash you when I find out.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So yeah, you guys talk about that, and and you finish your meet. So you're going into Tux, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
So you go into Tux, and Tux is a rundown, tumble kind of a place, but it is one of the safer places around here. Everybody kind of behaves themselves in Tux. It does have the red flags outside. It is run by Tuck, TUK, who is a Capri bartender. Yeah, Capris are a huge. They call them centaurs, but to call them a centaur is really
stretching it.
Really stretching it. Yeah, if you anthropomorphized a horse and gave it like an upper torso, that's not too far from it. With a broader kind of a head, right? Isn't that basically it? I need to just pull up a picture of a Capri. I need to just pull up a picture of a Capri. Let me see what I can find.
That's what's tending bar? All right. Well, no judgment.
Yeah, this big, huge thing. Yeah, he's handling all the drinks. He's got a couple, ladies that are serving for him and stuff like that and stuff too. But it does look like a rough and tumble place. I mean, there's all kinds of people in spacesuits and stuff in here doing their thing.
All right.
But yeah, he looks like he's running the place. For some reason, I cannot type today. Here we go.
Well, that's a decent out of photo. It does look like Secretariat.
So that's like a crude structure. Crude drawing of a Capri. They're very big.
You're talking about actual horse size?
Yes.
They pretty much.
If not bigger.
You stretched them out. Yeah, they stand about 2 meters at the shoulder, and when they're standing upright, they're about 2.5 meters tall. Their weight averages around 550 kilograms. So, yeah.
A lot of space behind that bar, then.
Big dude. Yeah, there's a lot of space behind the bar. So yeah, and then he's running around, he's handling the drinks and stuff like that, and getting stuff to him. And then he's got different male and female like tub people that walking around with like the tubs of different beers and stuff like that. And they bring you in. Damn shame that Butterfly is not here with us to enjoy this fine establishment. He's like, what? No.
You have started a fight. We find there's no light beer.
Exactly. Yeah. No Bud Light. No Bud Light. Well, I'm out. I'm totally out. But there's it's not an Applebee's. You know,
Oh man.
it's no Applebee's. But yeah, it's a rough and tumble place. You know, just put yourself in the mindset of a better behaved Mos Eisley Cantina, and you're not too far from it. There is some music, not live music. It's canned music that's floating through here. You know, pre-recorded sounds, stuff like that. All kinds of different kinds of musics and stuff like that. All kinds of different kinds of races in here, but mostly human. I want to say about 80% human. There are a couple Aslan in here, so that's interesting.
I ask my friends here what they want to drink, and then pop a breath mint before going to the bartender.
Oh, nice. So yeah, he's like, "What do you guys want? You guys want beer?" Just beer? Yeah, beer.
Yeah.
All right, so I get 3 beers
Okay.
with
So
with the smell of mint on my breath instead of dog.
Yeah, he's smelling. Yeah, he's your typical bigger Cree. He's got short gray hair and a black mane, basically. Is what coarse black mane. But yeah, he's popping the tops on the beers for you with his thumbs. And he hands them across to you and stuff like that. He goes 3 beers. You know, he's like 6 credits.
Yep.
But yeah. So you pop it across there. He goes, you're new here. I have not seen you here before.
Oh, I'm a new hire.
New hire? Okay. What ship you with?
Captain, what ship am I with?
Wait. Oh, this is a part. Hey, we don't want to go talking about what ship we're with. We ain't got to talk about any of our business.
He goes, that's fair. Yeah,
We ain't gonna do that.
And I point to her and I go, I'm with his ship.
All right, that's cool. I get it. He looks at you and he goes, he looks at the captain. He looks at he slides the beer to you and he's like, he says, always glad to see new faces here at Tux. Have new clientele. Yeah. He's like he's popping a couple other beers and handing it down to beer tub girl over here, and hands them off, and then she's making a circuit with her tray, hands them off to some other customers. He's like, I know you guys didn't come all the way to Thieves just for my beer. I mean, my beer is good, but it's not that good. It is good, by the way. It's very hoppy. Very hoppy.
It is. Like, if I'd known about it, I might have.
It's not quite a pale ale. It's got a little bit of a citrusy aftertaste. Maybe like a Blue Moon, kind of like a Blue Moon. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But he's like,
yeah. No. We came. We're looking for some. We're looking for some additional crew. Thought this might be a place that we could pick up. Yeah, some crew.
I mean, they're always hiring out here. There's basically like a help wanted, board that you can list and get help. Yeah, there's you can access that on your comm. Yeah,
you can access it on your comm, but then you don't get to get out and walk around and get a feel for the people and measure them up yourself.
You are a good captain. Yeah, you definitely want to check out the merchandise before you buy. I understand. You're a good captain. I can see that right off the bat. Excellent. Is there a certain kind of people you're looking for? You need breakers. You need some cart. You just need some crate busters. Do you need some breakers? When he says breakers, he means boarders. What you need?
Probably a couple boarders that don't ask questions and.
Boarders. He goes, I just sent off some of my best people to this one chick that worked for Ferrick. Oh man, I can't stand him.
Oh, he's a douchebag.
I do not like this guy. Yeah, he's He's hiding out. He's not too welcome here on Thieves anymore. He's pissed off the man.
Well, if anybody's met him, we could see that.
Yeah, he's not too good. He's working through a secondary here. What's her chick's name? Maria. Maria is her name.
Yeah.
He goes, she just hired like my last group. Maybe you can see if they need you. She can do a job for you or something. But she's working for Ferric, and I watch out for her.
For who's she working for? Garrick?
Ferric.
Ferric. Thank you.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, she's Ferric's lieutenant, I guess. Good word. Yeah.
Mm. Is she similar to Ferric?
I mean, she just works for the crew. She's in it for the money. I don't know. I think her and Ferric might have a thing. I don't know.
Mm. Well, I mean, we could check it out,
Yeah, I mean, you talk about hiring her out or something. I don't know. She's out there at the scrap heap.
All right. Check it out.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem. If I hear anybody else looking to get hired out, I'll let you know, man.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
We've got a couple jobs coming up that we may need the extra hands on.
Not a problem. So yeah, he tells you basically where this Maria is. Give me just a quick second here. It's like there's like an old liner, like the hulk of an old liner. It gives you the name because it's still on the side of it. The liner's named the Icarus. So look for the Icarus. I think they're holding up there in the Icarus.
All right.
That's where Maria is?
Yeah, that's where Maria's at. That's where I sent the crew anyway. That's where she said she'd be at. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate it. We'll check it out. Maybe we can convince her to come on over and do a job or two.
People are always for hire, man. Just depends on the price,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you got a line on Maria, who's basically Ferric's lieutenant, working for Ferric. And you do find out that Ferric is persona non grata here on Thief for some reason. He's pissed off somebody, probably, one of either the lords or somebody. He's having to work through Maria to get stuff done here on Thief. So
that
you're
makes
not sure.
Me so happy.
Yeah. You're not sure if Ferric's here or hiding out, or what, but where Maria should be. So you got a line on that. So let's stop here, and when we pick up, we will head out to the scrap heap and see if we can't meet up with Maria Silverhand, kind of like Johnny Silverhand, but Maria Silverhand.
How about Noada?
All right. Yeah. So she's out there at that area.
Sounds good.
Sounds awesome. Oh, Lord. All right. Note to self: take out hit on Captain Ferric.
Are you visiting the house without questions?
Might be worth a trip.
Oh, come on.
Well, all right. Yeah.
How much does the mercenary company charge for a couple of ships?
Oh, really? I know, right? Yeah. I mean, it could be something to talk to on the king's behalf. It could be something to talk to. I mean, they're mercenaries. They're hire out, so that is an option. So yeah, you can also you could talk to them. There's several different things here you can do before you find out any more on Ferric or anything like that. But yeah, we're going to close it here. Thank you everybody for watching us. Sorry we lost a cup Ev halfway through the game, or first third of the game seems like. But we will try to get the whole crew back on, and I want Teledrift back. I don't know where he went to. We'll get him back. But yeah, thank you everybody for playing, and we will see you all next time.
Thanks. It was great.
Thank you.